Hello everyone, welcome back. We are looking at another topic and it's political participation. What do you understand by political participation? It is the active involvement of individuals in the political activities of their country or state. All right, so one who gets himself involved in the political activities of his or her country is called a political activist. All right. Then what are the ways to show that you are participating in the politics of your country? What are the ways? That's what you find on the board. Through voting. By the time you go out to vote in any election, then you are participating in politics. All right. Anytime there is election and you go out, you cast your vote for the candidate of your choice, then you are actively participating in politics. Then you talk about holding office. By the time you are a president or a governor, you are holding a public office. That's political participation. You are actively participating in politics. All right? So when you hold any office, you are participating in politics. Contesting elections. When you are showing interest, like the election that we have had in different parts of the country, all right? Normally, before you become a candidate, there are so many people that aspire, so many aspirants. By the time you aspire to occupy a political office, that means by the end of the day, there will be primary election, then you are contesting too, all right? When your party sees you as, the best candidate, then they elect you, then in preparation for the general election. So when you actively contest in any election, of course, you are showing what interest in the politics of your country. So you are a political activist supporting a political party. You may not be a voter, all right? You may not be holding a political office, you may not be contesting an election. But if you are supporting political party in any way, all right, it could be financially or morally, all right? Any way you support a political party that you love is actually what? A way of showing your interest in politics. And that is what we call political participation. Belonging to a political party. All right? By the time you belong to a political party, you are a member of the APC, you are a member of PDP, you are a member of Labour Party, that shows that you are a card carrier, for example. That means you are a member of these political parties and you are actively involved in the politics of your country. So it's one of the ways of showing political participation. Then you talk about protests and demonstrations. If things are not going right in your country and the citizens actually come out to protest because they just feel that when they elected you into power, that wasn't the promise you actually made prior to your taking over of the office. When they are protesting and they are demonstrating through several means to register their displeasure, that's to show that they are concerned about the decision-making process in their country. So they are actively involved in the politics of their country. Then the final one, we have observatory political participation. It is possible you are not even a voter. It's possible you are not holding any office. It's possible you are not contesting. But you observe politics and you have a keen interest in the discussion of politics. That means you are observing politics. Whatever goes on anywhere, you observe, you comment, you discuss with your friends and all of that about politics. That means you are also showing interest in the political activities of your country. That's a way of participating in politics. And then you are a political activist in such manner. All right. So in our next class, we shall look at, political apathy. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are still looking at political participation. Okay. And we earlier discussed that political participation refers to individuals' activeness in the decision-making process of the country. All right? And we have actually talked about ways in which individuals can actually be active in the politics of their country. Now, these here are the reasons for political participation. All right? That means what are the reasons that you participate in politics? Number one, decision making. The fact that you want to be active in the decision making process of your country could give you that curiosity, wanting to, join politics, all right, by any means, wanting to hold any public office. If you want to be a governor, you don't just want to be a governor, but you want to be part of decision making, All right, if you are contesting for the position of House of Representatives, House of Senate, or House of Assembly, you want to participate in decision-making process, and that's why you must be active. Number two we have here is failure of past governments. An individual may want to be active in politics to take over, to rule, or in fact wanting to vote in an election so as to remove a particular person occupying that position because of the experience that the person has had about the past administration. All right, if the past administration was actually bad, then you may want to be active in politics so as to vote against any bad candidate, all right, that wants to emerge as a leader. Then we talk about correction of societal ills. All right, you may want to take part in politics, you may want to contest, you may want to win an election to actually correct all of those ills and maladministrations that have taken place in the previous administration. All right, that is why in the course of campaigns, you see candidates coming out to tell you past administration or the current administration is not doing well, vote for me and I'll correct whatever things that need to be corrected. Okay, avenue for money making. Some politicians actually are active in politics because they see it as an avenue for money making. They don't even care about the welfare of the masses. They see it as a place where they can actually fill their pockets. All right, they see money in politics, and that's why some people are even abroad. All right, or they may be somewhere else, very far from their country. But when it's time for election, they would actually leave whatever they are doing just to participate, just to contest, just to win, because they know that there is huge amount of money that, of course, is in politics as an occupation. All right, an individual may decide to take an active interest in politics because they see it as occupation. I have seen a situation wherein you ask someone, what is the occupation of your father? The person will tell you, the occupation of my father is that he's a politician. All right, you see, they've seen it as an occupation. Even the father himself will tell you that I'm a politician. They will not tell you the other job they are doing, they are just politicians. That's their job. They see it as a job. All right, we have seen a case in Nigeria where somebody is a member of the House of Assembly, from there becomes a member of House of Rep, then become a member of Senate, from there contest for the position of governor, from there wanting to be president. They have seen it as an occupation already. Then away from there, we have the next one, management of nations' resources. An individual may want to be active in the decision-making process of his country because he feels that the resources of the country can best be managed when he takes over the mantle of leadership. All right, yes. Then we have the last one on the board, which is for prestige. Some actually take part in politics because they feel it will give them maximum respect. All right, for example, if you contest and you become the president, you know the respect that goes with president. All right, you know the respect that they accord the president, the governor, the senator, or House of Rep members. So that's that. So it's these ones we have on the board. Examiners can actually picture or expect that you bring out some of these things when questions are asked based on these, as in the reasons for political participation. All right, so in the next class we will discuss something crucial. All right, welcome back. We are looking at political apathy in this class. Political apathy is simply the opposite of political participation. While political participation means activeness in the decision-making process of one's country, political apathy, on the other hand, simply means the extent to which citizens, all right, refuse to participate in the decision-making process of the country. One who fails to participate in the decision-making process of the country is referred to as a political passivist, while if you participate, you are a political activist. These are the reasons why individuals may not want to take active part in the politics of their country. All right? Or you could also say these are the problems of political participation. All right? Yes. Number one, we have illiteracy or ignorance. All right? An illiterate or someone who is not educated or someone who is ignorant of what goes on in the country may not see the reason to participate in politics. All right, he or she may see, politics as something that belongs to the rich, and as a result, there shouldn't be any need for participation. All right, so ignorance or illiteracy is actually, reasons why some persons may not want to participate in politics. If you go to villages, some people feel that politics is meant only for the rich. All right, it's only the ones that are enlightened that know that, they must vote so as to actively participate in the decision making process of their country. Then failure of past governments. Some people may not want to ever participate in politics again because of the experience they had in the previous government. If the previous government had promised them heaven on earth and they failed to do anything, they may not want to vote again in any election because they feel these politicians are the same, that when you vote for them, they will never fulfill their promises and all that. So failure of past government may be one of the reasons why an individual may choose not to ever participate in politics. Then we talk about poverty. Now, an individual may choose not to participate in politics because of poverty. All right, to purchase form for any party costs a huge amount of money. It is possible that you have the idea. It is possible that, of course, you can pilot the affairs of your country, but if you don't have money, there is no way you can actually venture into politics, because politics demands a whole lot of money. For you to purchase tickets of a political party, you know how much it costs. So poverty could also be one of the reasons why an individual may choose not to ever participate in politics, especially in villages, as we said earlier, because they see politics as a thing meant for the rich, and consequent upon that, they don't see any reason why they should ever participate in the politics of their country. Coup d'etat. All right, by the time a democratically elected government is removed through coup d'etat and the military regime continue to brutalize the masses, all right, subject the masses to poverty and serious pains, all right, an individual may not see any reason to participate in politics because they feel when you vote these people into power, some other time military will come again through coup d'etat, through forceful removal, take over this government from this democratically elected government, and then continue to rule anyhow in a way that they cannot be questioned. So because of that, individuals may not see the reason to participate actively in the decision-making process of their country. Their fear of intimidation. All right, some persons in the course of trying to vote are intimidated. All right, there are very many persons who are compelled to vote against their wish. All right, when they get to the place where they want to vote, all right, they tell them, do you belong to this party, or you belong to this party? All right, they force them to vote for the party they do not want to vote for because of that intimidation. All right, some may not want to participate in the politics of their country again. All right, some women are even harassed in the course of trying to search them, all in the name of searching. All right, during election period. All right, some women are being, molested, some are being harassed, some are being touched where they are not supposed to be touched, and because of that, they may choose not to actively participate in the decision-making process of their country by voting. So these are some of the reasons why some have chosen to be apathetic to politics. All right, so that's that. In our next class, we shall look at the principles of the rule of law.